Hello, hello. Let me see if I'm echoing. I don't hear it. Perfect, perfect. So I am going to go back live, and I hope you all hop back on to tune in. I don't know what was going on, but I think I do know what was going on, which is crazy. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. So hopefully y'all come back and join me. Welcome back, TikTok. What I'm going to do is something was going on, but I don't know. But all right, can you hear me, Suzanne? I just want to see if you can hear me because I had to go back, get out of it, and get back in. So I just want to make sure you can hear me clear. Yes, perfect. Okay. So I'm gonna go live on TikTok. I mean Instagram, real quick. Checking my connection. I am. Oh, I gotta turn that camera around. That would be great. Hello. I'm going to sit it right here. Yep, yep, yep. All right, so I am back. Not sure what happened, but this is what I have to do, right? So yeah, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Yeah. So thank you all so much for joining me. This is episode 25. Not sure what happened, but I'm gonna tell y'all a funny joke when everybody hop back on. So I believe that my Instagram was in like another language and it was playing in the background. So that's why it was sounding like weird, busy. But that's the things that we have to go through. And I am back. There it is. Come on now. Come on, sound with no echo. There you go. I'm back. I just had to get out and get back in. So thank you so much for tuning in with the 25th for the 25th episode of Talks with Tina G podcast. I am your host, Tina G. I am back. For some reason, Instagram had me speaking in another language, like they had all my stuff in another language. And that was playing in the background. So that's what was echoing the Instagram. I don't know why, but it did. And okay, I forget that. So on Instagram, I'm just gonna do it this way because yeah. So I'm back. I'm live. Got my shirt on. Got my Talks with Tina G shirt on. Hey, Linda from Maryland. I know hopefully Gwen and Nene hop back up here so we can do what we do the way we do it each and every week. I appreciate you all so much. I don't know what was going on with my Instagram. So Instagram, I'm sorry I had to get on another way, but I'm back. You know, the enemy be trying me. The enemy be trying me. But it's all good because I'm back. So let me thank my sponsors one more time. The first sponsor I'm going to thank is TG Consulting. And what I'm going to do first is play my intro because I'm going to do the whole podcast over. That's what I can do. All right. Thank you all so much for coming back. I do appreciate you all, Suzanne. I appreciate you, Linda. I appreciate Gwen. I appreciate Nene and whoever else is going to join us with the chats. I saw my cousin Larry. Hopefully he come back up here too. Um, And if you're on TikTok and you want to say something, definitely type it in and I will read the comment. Okay? So, whew, let me start over. Thank you all so much. This is the 25th episode, and they say, like in a marriage, your 25 years is your silver anniversary. So I got my little silver shirt, made me a silver shirt. Talks with Tina G podcast with got my green lips on today. So I'm excited. Thank you all so much. I would not be here for 25 weeks if it were not for you watching, um, typing your comments in, engaging. Each week, DM me, texting me about what's the topic for next week. So I do appreciate you all so much. I don't take it for granted. I appreciate your time. And I appreciate you for tuning in each and every week. If you don't catch me each and every week, you can definitely go to YouTube, type in Talks with Tina G, and you can subscribe to my YouTube channel where you can follow me. You can go to Talks with Tina G on Instagram. There are two Instagram pages. One has a two behind it. Definitely click the follow button. Or on Facebook, it's Tina G. And you can definitely follow me and I'll follow you back. And I'm also on TikTok under Talks with Tina G. There are 4 episodes, video and audio now on Spotify. So if you ride in a car, you can go in, type in Talks with Tina G. One of my podcasts will pop up. Let me know what you think about it. But I'm here each and every week. So thank you. And I'm excited. So let's get into tonight's topic. Tonight's topic is, was the friendship real? That is the topic. Yes, Gwen, I said Spotify. Spotify. You can go in, you can type in Talks with Tina G podcast, and I have 4 episodes. I'm going to upload some more after I edit them. And I'm excited. I am so excited about this, right? So I'm back. Yes, Nene, we back. Let's go. So the topic for tonight is, was the friendship real? So what prompted me to bring this topic up was the other morning when I was talking, just talking about friendship. I thank my friends publicly, and I always thank them privately, but I did thank them publicly for just being a friend, just being there for me throughout the years when I've needed someone to talk to, when I needed someone to listen to me, just being a friend, giving me advice, hard advice, whether I wanted it or not, just giving me advice, right? And that's what friends are about. So I was talking about, I met Gwen, I'm not sure if it was 95 or 92. I can't remember, but that's how long we've been friends, right? Um, really good friends. I met Tanya, I'm not sure, either 93 or 95. I can't remember. But that's how long we've been friends, right? I even met Suzanne at work, right? Not even sure if it was 95, but that's how long we've been friends. So it's like you meet somebody at work and you think, oh, this is just my coworker, right? But these are like my actual friends. I've been to Suzanne's house before. Um, I've met her daughter. I've been to Gwen's house. I don't know if I even took Gwen to the hospital when she was at work pregnant, right? I think I took her to the hospital when she was having her baby. So we've been friends for a long time. I think when I met Tanya, the girls was like 1 and 3, like running through her house. I don't know. But I brought that up to say, like, they have been my real friends, right? Throughout the years, right? We may not have talked every day or whatever, but they are my friends. I consider them my friends, right? So I don't know if we ever had a moment where there was a situation, right? And it was to the point where they were like, I'm done, and we don't talk anymore. So, and I see that a lot, right? I see that a lot with people that say, oh, we got 10 years in, right? Or we got 20 years friendship, or we got 5 years in, like we locked and loaded, even in relationships, right? I think you should be friends before lovers, because if you're that person's friend, you won't do anything to hurt them. You try not to do anything to hurt them. Let's say that. We try not to do anything to hurt each other as friends, right? And if there is an issue, we should be able to have a conversation. Regular conversation, not an argument, just a regular conversation. And then be back. But a lot of times that does not happen with all these 10-year relationships. So I wanted to just hop up here and see, like, what is it about these 10-year relationships that one thing send you over the top where you don't want to talk to that person ever again in life, right? So as I was talking the other day by Miss Claire and Mr. Jimmy, it brought me to think about, like, were these people really my friends who I don't talk to? Like, were we really friends, or was there something else, you know, that made us not be friends? Were there some hidden agendas? Were there some hidden issues? Like, what was it that caused uh, us not to speak? Or what was it that caused other people not to speak? Like, do you think it's like hidden agendas? Or what do you think it is that they just done? And I'll give you an example of what I'm asking about. So Gwen said, "We ace, cool, boom, baby. Never you and us never part." So that's an inside joke. The Color Purple is like our favorite movie. So me and her always do this. You and me, us never part. Right? That's our movie. So thank you all so much who is joining in on TikTok. Tonight's topic is, was the friendship real? That's the topic, right? So let's see what Suzanne had to say. I sent her cash out. She said, "Yes, we are friends. You are an amazing person. We have not talked for a period of time, lost touch, but I always consider you a great friend." And I consider you a great friend as well, Suzanne. And that's what I'm saying. We work together. I met her at a job, and we've always still been connected, right? Didn't talk every day, but has a special place in my heart. And I think one time we may have had a conversation about some serious topics, right? But I consider her a friend, right? Same with Gwen. Um, I think we may have had a conversation or so. Down after 30 years, I mean, I guess we had some conversations, but we are still friends. It's never come to that point where I'm at the point where, like, I'm just done with her, right? And I've had people in my life, friends, that have done things to me, right? And I still talk to them. Even though they've done things to me, I still talk to them. We may not have talked every day after incidents happen, but we did have a conversation and we talk. We may not talk every day, but we still respect each other. Let's say that. We still respect each other, right? So, oh, yep, you did make my centerpieces for my wedding. Look at Suzanne. Yep, they were pretty too. I still got them too. I do. Let me think where they at. Yep, I still got them. I'm gonna show them. I'm gonna show them. I'm gonna find them. I think I know where they at. So I just want to know, like, when friends be like, we're done after being friends for 10 years or 15 years or 20 years. What is that? Do y'all think it's like hidden agendas? Do you think that people are like envious of you and just waiting for the right time for you to do something, then they like, I don't want to deal with her no more? Or do you think people are just around you to see what you're doing, right? To coattail, but really don't really mess with you. And then that one little thing, like they done. They don't even want to talk to you no more. I just want to know, what is it? Like, I don't know, maybe somebody can help me out. Cause it's gonna help somebody else out. Because I know a lot of people, I mean, it could be like one situation and then they like, I don't want to talk to you no more. And you like, after 20 years, it has to be something deeper than that. So somebody help me out. What y'all think? Or give me a situation where y'all were in and something, something happened and y'all not friends no more, with one of your good friends. Give me a situation. Give me a situation. And I'm sorry I sound like this because my sinuses are acting up, but I still have to pop up on here and I still have to do my podcast. This is 25 weeks for me. I am so excited. Um, I see someone named Vintage Chick on here, and they have like some amazing pieces. So they're on Instagram, Vintage Chicks LLC. No, I'm sorry, Vintage Chicks DC LLC. I'm sorry. The sinuses is kicking my butt, but I'm gonna make the show happen, right? And it's gonna be on Spotify, so I have to make it happen. I gotta do a little edit, but I'm gonna make it happen. So, um, I'm trying to just read some comments. So somebody said a lot of times people have hidden agendas, and they really be jealous of their friends. And so that's why it's easy to cut them off because they really don't like the people. That's what somebody said over here on TikTok. So let's see. Suzanne said, I had some friends here that I met when I moved to Florida, and we were good. But when I had life changes, got divorced, then they were not supportive and would not take accountability. I don't have time for that. Okay. And that's good that you should be able to talk to your friend and be like, look, I'm going through something. I expected you to be here for me, right? And they weren't. And that should have been a conversation. They apologized or whatever, and then y'all moved on. But some people, they don't like to take accountability, so they rather just be done, right? So let me see what Linda had to say. Linda said, we're not only connected by blood, but we're connected by our hearts. And I consider you not only family as my sister, but also my friend. I can't fly through this life without you because you're my other wing. Now there she goes, about to make somebody cry. Now if y'all seen Sparkle at the end, you know that girl hit that thing, Fly with One Wing. That's our song. So so yes, we are definitely blood sisters, but we are also friends, right? Let's see what cousin Larry had to say, because cousin Larry always got something to say. Cousin Larry said, I think people just grow apart, but I don't know how to express it to each other. Yeah, I agree with that. And so that's a good choice. So they grow apart, but and that's I think what I'm hearing you say is that what I think I'm hearing you say is that me and you are friends, right? Me and you are friends. Um, you're going one way with powerlifting. I'm going another way with being a public speaker, right? My life and your life are not on the same level anymore because you're going out of town. You're doing powerlifting. I'm in town doing public speaking, and we just grow apart. But what I'm trying to figure out, if we were friends for 10, 15, and 20 years, right? Why can't we still be friends? And I support you in your powerlifting, and you support me in my public speaking. Whether that's on the phone, whether we do a FaceTime, whether it's a text. Why is it that one time that I can't make your powerlifting event, you get so mad at me that you don't ever want to talk to me again in life? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, what is it with people that they will just cut you off just like that? Like, I couldn't make that one event and then I'm done. No more. So, Larry, answer that for me, please. Thank you so much. So, Suzanne, Gwen said, I think if something like that happened, there was probably something deceptive going on. I agree. So Suzanne said, I think one friend was jealous because they were unhappy with their own marriage. Another friend stopped checking on me and then tried to call me about something to weed her way back in. And I called her out, and she too would not take accountability. She then took me off Facebook and blocked me. She didn't like that I called her out. That's not a good friend, because you should be able to talk to people, friends, about anything, and it should be okay. Like, it shouldn't be like, you should be able to talk to me about anything, and you know what I'm saying, I should be able to handle it if I consider you my friend. Because this is the thing, this is what we don't value friendships. We just don't. We just don't value people. Not even friendships. I'm talking about people. We don't value them. So let me see what Gwen said. Even if you grow apart, I don't think there's a reason to totally cut you off, right? But people will do that. And you said on last. So people will cut you off. But back to what Suzanne said is nothing wrong with calling people out. Okay, Tina, you didn't come check on me. You know, I was going through something, da 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 da. My response is, I wanted to give you a space. I'm so sorry. I didn't know that you needed me to be there. I apologize. Would you accept my apology? That's it. But I get that people don't take accountability. I get that. So Suzanne said they have their own issues and want to make it out to I'm the problem. I have to change my mindset to attract the right people. Oh, oh, let me write that down. You said you didn't hit the nail on the button. You have to change your mindset and attract the right people. I love that. We'll come back to that. So Larry said there are different levels of friends. You should not call everyone your friend. And that is the honest truth. So Suzanne, you hit a button. I know I sound terrible. Hey everybody on TikTok. What's up, Yogi? Yogi, look. You hit a button, Suzanne. Um, Dang, I wrote something down at work. You hit a button. You said you have to change your mindset to attract the right type of people. That's number one. That is a very good point. Dang, I had this good message for y'all today. Let me see. Dang, I gotta think of it. So, Larry, there are different levels of friends, and you should not call everyone your friend. So what we be calling them, associates and stuff. I forgot the word we be using. Like, we associates, we are associates. All right. So you use the word friend loosely. Yep. And Gwen agreed with you, Larry. We do call people our friends, and they really not our friends. Whether we've known them for a day, 5 years, 10 years, or 20 years, they are really not our friends. Um, Dang, I had this good message. I can't even look at my phone. It was such a message. It was something with attracting yourself. It was like, if you want to if you want to discover, if you want to be a winner or something like that, I gotta figure it out. I gotta figure it out. Because once you put yourself first, acquaintances, okay. Once you put yourself first, man, can't nobody do too much. I mean, Gwen talk about this like every single day. like every single day. Once you realize who you are powerful. Once you realize who Suzanne is, you are powerful. Larry said, certain friends you tell personal secrets, certain friends you don't tell secrets. Well, I learned that the hard way. Ha! Hoo, child. I learned that the hard way, Larry. I had a friend that told my secrets and stopped speaking to me. I don't know how they did that, but they did. They act like I did something wrong to them. Told my stuff and then stopped calling me. I was calling. I was like, well, what's going on? Child, they done told all the business and stopped calling me. How do you do that? How you tell my stuff and then don't call me? That don't make sense. That's crazy. Those are what you call weird people. So now it's like can't say nothing to nobody unless you wanted to get out, right? Yeah, that's a good one, Laurie. I mean, Gwen, that's what happened. I mean, I'm just telling the truth. They told my secrets and said, "Oh man, I told it to the wrong person." They told me, and she stopped talking to me. That was back. That was in my younger days, right? That was in the Mike Tyson days, so that's probably why. No, I'm joking. that was in my that was in my Mike Tyson days back in the day. It's old stuff, but it happens, right? It's happened to the best of us. So that's all. Ain't nobody tap into this thing. So we don't think people be jealous. We don't think people have like underlying agendas. I think so. That's just me. I think so. I think people be really. I don't even think people really like you. Like I think people don't even like you. That's why they don't care to hold on to that relationship. That's a bar. Gwen, put that in the bar book. I don't think people even like you. They be around and tolerate you for what they can get, but I don't think they really like you because if they like you, they would not want to jeopardize your friendship. Again, um, I met Suzanne from work, and I met Gwen, and I met Tanya, and I value all three of their relationships. I value their friendships, so I wouldn't do nothing to hurt them intentionally. Never have. So, Larry, we see certain things that we don't like in people we call friends but ignore it, and when things happen we blame them. That's so true. So this what I think, and Suzanne said yes, definitely have agendas. So Nene said yeah. So this what I think. This what I think. I'm gonna give y'all a scenario for before I go take another Claritin I'm not supposed to take, but I gotta breathe anyway. This is what I see a lot of times. This is what I see a lot of times. Somebody on here gonna watch it back because they always do. Um, they might not type it in, but they're gonna watch it and they're gonna be like, "Girl, you was right." They're gonna inbox me. So it's 2025, right? It's 2025. Me and Larry, we've been friends since 1992, right? But in '94, Larry did something I didn't like, right? Larry did something I didn't like. And then in '97, I did something Larry didn't like, right? And and then in 2001, Larry brought up what I did in '94. What no, I brought up what Larry did in '94. So from 2001 to '94, I've been holding a grudge, right? 7 years, I'm gonna count. So 7 years I've been holding a grudge against Larry, but I never told him that I didn't like what he did, and I never told him that I never forgave him. That's 2001. Fast forward to 2010. Larry said something I didn't like, and I'm still mad with him from '94, right? Here we is in 2020. I'm still mad with Larry from '94, and then me and him got into it in 2020. But 1997, I did something to Larry he didn't like, right? That's 13. This is what I'm thinking, right? Because there's no way you could just cut me off for one thing, right? Then here it is in 2024. We get into it about the McDonald's. I wanted a biggie fry. You didn't want a biggie fry. I ate a biggie fry, right? I ate your fries. So I see, I'm trying to see if Yogi is saying a comment over here on TikTok. Anyway, I ate your fries. I can't see. It just say you like the live. So I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much. Um and me, him, and our mind, we're still beefing from 94 and 97, right? Hold on. And so in 2024, when we had that last argument, we cut each other off. We ain't spoke since. It's 2025. Me and him has not spoken. But the real issue happened in 94 and 97. We go all the way to 2024, and then we just done. I haven't talked to him in a whole year. From something that happened in 94 and 97 that we never really addressed. That's what I think. I could be wrong. But I think people just be holding on to stuff, and then they just, instead of them addressing it or telling you how they really feel, they won't say nothing. They just cut you off. And you don't know why. But it's something that happened in 94. I dropped the mic. Let me read these comments. So, Suzanne said I should do a Zoom. There's so much to say on this topic. Suzanne, I will do a Zoom. I'm actually going to do a Zoom on, I believe it is 9/26, but it's going to be talking about, it may be about domestic violence. Women, I'm going to do a flyer so anybody can hop up there if they want to. But that's what I'm going to talk about, is some of the signs and the warnings dealing with women and domestic violence based on everything that's going on in this world. Not having an event right now, but I'm going to do a Zoom on the 26th of this month, and I'll do a flyer for that. So I'll do another flyer for a Zoom if you want to do this another time. We can do that. So Gwen said, that's crazy. As the pastor said today, those are hanger-ons, laughing my butt off. And so Linda said, I lost a lot of associates in my cray cray days because I chose to walk a different path. And we will lose our people. We will lose people. Because sometimes you do have to just be like, hey, I'm done. And that's okay. But if we friends, if we really, really friends, then we should be able to talk about stuff. Because I'm telling you, the story I just shared with y'all, that now me and Larry not talking, this is just a story. We talk, that's my family. But for us to not talk from 2024 up until now, stemming from something that happened in 94 and 97, I think people have like hidden agendas and they really don't mess with you. Because everybody that's on this, everybody that's chatting with me now, from Gwen to Linda to Suzanne to Nene to Larry and Tanya and Paulette, I'm gonna add them on here. I value our friendships, right? Family, I value our friendships. And so I wouldn't want to lose those friendships, right? So I would do everything in my power not to lose those friendships. That's if I really value those friendships, and I do, right? So people don't care. If you don't care about a person, then you don't really care about their friendship. That's just my opinion. Y'all can tell me if I'm wrong or not, but that's just my opinion. Suzanne said great topic. Yep, I think it's a great topic. No, I'm joking. But yeah, so I'm definitely going to do a Zoom on the 26th, probably at 7 p.m. And I will do a flyer for that and put it out on Facebook, and anybody can join it. But with everything that's going on with the young ladies, with some personal issues that I'm going through with I have two daughters and I have a son. And what I need to get back to, I was doing my Zooms for years, right? Since 2012, and doing events for domestic violence. But the way the world is going now, I think that I need to get back to doing my Zooms, the personal talks with young ladies. We have a girl code, just getting back to some of the old things that we used to do. Having a girl code, let people know where you are, sharing your locations, with people. Nothing is private. Share your location with your family member, right? That's things like that. So that's what I'm going to get back to, right? And I'm going to do that on the 26th of this month at 7 p.m. Maybe an hour. If we need to go 7 to 9, then we'll go 7 to 9. Anyone is welcome to join, but that's what I'm going to do this month on the 26th. And I will put a flyer out for that. So, yeah. So, let's see. Great topics said. Like I said, most people are afraid of that hard conversation. Linda said, yes, exactly right about true friendships. And Suzanne said, maybe we able to collaborate. Definitely we could collaborate. Talk to me offline. We can definitely collaborate. But that's what I'm going to do on the 26th. It's a Friday night. I already checked. It's from 7 to 9. It'll be quick. We can talk. It'll be private. It won't be live. And we can talk about it. And I used to do this all the time. That's what made me start this podcast, so I can reach people and talk about different topics that uh, people aren't talking about, right? Eh, Sometimes people just have a question, and I'm that person. I can ask the question, and you all can help, right? So that's what the podcast is about. But on the 26th, I'm definitely going to do a Zoom, just talking about signs and warnings for domestic violence, right? Um, is real. It doesn't always have to do with physical abuse. Mental abuse is high. Verbal abuse, right? So emotional abuse. So it's so many, right? Financial abuse is definitely real. And I think I got away from it, but I need to get back to it. Just talk about some girl codes that we can do. Share with your family, your daughters, your nieces. Girl codes, meaning, not to get off the topic, but girl code is I like Pepsis and M&Ms, right? So my friends, they know if they call me, right, and ask me, do I have a Pepsi? I know that they need help. That's a code, right? Something simple as saying, do you have a Pepsi? I know that they need help, right? So just getting back to some basics, some of the basics. So that's what we're going to talk about on the 26th via Zoom, right? So back to whether was the friendship really real? Let's get back to that, right? So Suzanne, talk to me offline. We could talk maybe tomorrow. Um, Gwen said something that's real and definitely need to be addressed. Are you talking about domestic violence? Yeah, it's definitely real, right? I think that's what you're talking about. But yeah, we'll definitely talk about it on the 26th. Um, I'll put the flyer out there later, not tonight, tomorrow. But yeah, I'll put the Zoom code out there, and anybody could chime in. It's welcome to the public. Tell your friends, tell your family members. We just gonna be on here having a real conversation, just like we're doing now, right? Just talking, having real conversations with real people. That's what we're gonna do, right? So tonight has been great. Thank you all so much in TikTok land. Thank you all so much in Instagram land. I don't know what happened earlier. For some reason, my Instagram was in Spanish, and so it was doing feedback, and you kept hearing me. So I thank you all so much for hopping back on, um, chatting with me. So I know y'all gonna go back and look at this, type in your comments. I do respond back to any comments that you all leave. So if anybody, I'm just gonna open the floor up. If anybody have anything else they want to talk about or share, let me know. Thank you, Suzanne. She said, as always, fabulous show. So that's for the people who can't see it on TikTok and Instagram. Thank you so much, Suzanne, for joining us every week that you can. I don't take it for granted, and I do appreciate you so much for tuning in, typing in the chats. I know it's probably a few of us up here, but I know people watching, so I appreciate everybody. I do. I really do. So, is there anything else? No other comments? So, look, if you're not my friend on TikTok, go to TikTok, Talks with Tina G. Click follow. If you're not my friend on Instagram, there are two pages, Talks with Tina G. Click the follow. I'll follow you back, right? If you're not my friend on Facebook, it's Tina G. Hit follow. I will definitely follow you back. And YouTube, Talks with Tina G. Go and click the subscribe button. I will subscribe back to your channel. So Gwen said, Cousin Laurie, would you please expand on domestic violence against men? Okay, you want him to be on the call? I'm gonna make it happen. So yeah, definitely Cousin Laurie can be on there because he is yeah, he can definitely be on the call. Definitely. Like I said, it's open to men and women. And again, all it's not all the time physical, verbal, mental, emotional, financial. It's so many, like, oh my gosh, it's just deep, right? But we're gonna dive into that. And I'm gonna get back to doing that like maybe once a month, that we have that dialogue, because it's very important. Like I said, things happening. Even you can take a tip right now. Create a girl code, create a man code, create a friend code, right? Have that special word. Mine is Pepsi. If anybody know if they're in any need any help, if you're in a situation, call me, DM me, and say, "Hey, you got any Pepsis? I know something going on, right?" And then we can go from there, right? Share your locations. I ain't going nowhere you can't know. Share your location. It's very important, right? Share your location. It'll help you and it help you save somebody else's life. Share your location with people, right? I got my niece location. I don't know if she got mine. I got my son, the kid, everybody. I know where everybody at, right? So we need to start doing that, like sharing our location with people. I ain't going nowhere that you can't know. I ain't going nowhere but to the store and get something to eat or shopping. I mean, I ain't going nowhere. But yeah, Larry, I definitely would like you to be on that call. So we're gonna make that happen. Um, if you're available, 9:26 is a Friday night, 7 to 9. Quick, you can be on your phone wherever you need to be. But yeah, we definitely gonna have that dialogue. So hopefully y'all tune back in, and I appreciate y'all for hopping on. I'm gonna play my video because Stub took the time out to make my video. Shadonna Stubbs, she is the bomb. I'm going to play this and then I'm going to hop off and go take me some more medicine. Thank y'all for dealing with me and my voice. Like I said, I'm not feeling the best, but it's 25 weeks. I had to get up here. I got my silver on for my silver anniversary. Yay to me. I did it. I'm 25 weeks. Woo! All right. So I'm going to play this promo. Give me 1 second. All right. Well, thank you all so much for tuning in. I do appreciate you all. I hope you have a great week. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yep, you got that right, niece. I don't play no games. Yep. Thank you so much, Linda. I appreciate you, and I will see you all next week. Well, y'all know I see y'all in the morning. So look out for my live in the morning. Have a good night.